Geek fans, to another extra special episode. Tonight, we are talking hip-hop dance, and to do so, we had to bring in an extra special guest, someone that's an expert in the field. That person is my daughter, Sofia!
Hello!
Woo! All right, I am your host, Nick, and of course, I got with me, as always, the lovely, the clever Annette!
That's me.
Woo! 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 All right, let's get started. My daughter went through a year of dance hip hop training with Origins Dance Studio. She loved it. She had a great time. Tonight, we are talking about that journey from never doing this before.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
What were you doing prior to this?
I did gymnastics for about 2-3 years before starting the dance.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get into the dance? What set of events occurred?
You guys were at the mall, the Carlsbad Mall, and found the shop, and then just started talking to the owners, and then told me about it, and basically signed me up.
Yeah, we signed her up, right? Yeah.
Because we knew you had the skills to do it.
That's right.
And you have the rhythm and the moves, so.
We've seen your moves.
Yeah.
So we felt that it was time to get you into something, right? And you did really well.
Yeah.
And so tonight, that's what we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that journey. We're going to go through all the competitions you had.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit you with 5 hot takes, questions that she does not know. So we'll see. These are off the cuff. We'll see how she answers these questions. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get this party started. Right, here we go. So, you started your dance journey at Origins and you were thrown into this. Your first dance experience was what?
Clippers, the Clippers game. I had 3 days prior to start practicing and get it done, and then 3 days later I was thrown into the Clippers game.
Now, how did you feel when you first were told this is what you're doing? You're going to do a Clippers game in front of all these people?
I was definitely hesitant. Definitely, maybe I don't want to do this because it was a lot to learn in 3 days. And only 3 days. I didn't have any extra prior time to learn the routines. And they already had their set formations and who they were, like, who was going to be in each dance. And they just had me learn it. And then I went into Clippers and did before the game started, I performed, and then at halftime I also performed.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 separate parts of Clippers.
And how was your outfit?
It was
We had an
full,
emergency moment,
yes,
right? I mean,
it was a full silver space looking suit.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, completely silver.
yes,
And you had a little bit of an emergency, correct?
yes.
Right.
I practiced and then,
thank goodness for my first aid kit, we fixed it.
yeah, because I ripped it before the show started.
Yeah. That was a panic moment,
Yes,
right? But
yes.
Annette was there to assist
Thank goodness
you.
she had her little sewing kits, or else I would have been screwed. My outfit would have fallen apart.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
But you know, what was amazing was you had 3 days to practice. You worked really hard to practice for those 3 days to learn that routine, memorize that routine. And it wasn't a short routine, it was a long routine.
Mm-hmm.
And you memorized that routine and you did it really quickly and learned it really quickly. But at the same time, it was so new to you that your body was in so much pain. And I don't know if you remember, but we were soaking your feet in Epsom salt while you're trying to eat
Yes.
under the table.
Well, I don't think the shoes were great, right? Weren't the shoes bad?
I don't remember the shoes,
We
but
didn't
she
have
was.
shoes, I don't think, because it was a
What did
basketball
you-
court.
I forgot
So we
what you
couldn't wear
wore.
shoes.
Oh yeah, they didn't wear shoes.
We couldn't wear anything.
Did you not have any shoes on when
We
you were
couldn't
out?
wear shoes
Oh.
because it was a basketball court and they didn't want to
Yeah.
scrape it or scratch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you went through all that. You sucked it up. There was a lot of tears, but you were able to make it work, and
Yes.
you did it. And but didn't you feel like very accomplished after it was done?
Yes, it was a great feeling once I was done with it. And even though it hurt so bad coming back from the practices each day, it was exhausting, tiring, and there was like 20 plus kids in that dance. So they had to like re-coordinate everyone and put everyone into the dances.
And who was the choreographer?
Wasn't it Destiny?
Destiny was the main choreographer, and then I think.
And Destiny had a studio in Temecula,
yes,
right? Okay.
called Hip Hop Dreams.
Right.
She had her own separate thing, which I went to majority of the time, and then Origin, which I went to every other
weekend.
Yeah.
And that was run by
Cheryl.
Okay. All right. So you went through that. You felt great, right?
Yes.
The next one was HHI, right? That is explain what HHI is.
HHI is pretty much like where all these hip hop teams just kind of come into one place and all perform to try and get this giant trophy at the very end.
So let's break down the acronym. HHI is for Hip Hop International, just so for our viewers to know what that means.
Yeah.
It was a 3-day process. We had to do an Airbnb for those 3 days, and
It was held in LA.
yes, and weeks prior, I had several 12-hour practices to practice for that. That was my first.
They worked you hard.
That was my first breakdown throughout the
I
entire.
think you cried, right?
I was on the floor almost throwing up.
That's right. You almost threw up and cried. But you weren't the only one. I think there were several girls, right? That were going through it. Or no?
I think I was one of the main ones. A lot of them were crying, but I think I was one of the main ones that was, because I was so new to it, that I was in extreme pain.
Yeah.
And I remember you coming at the very end, and I was about to go back into it, and then practice was over.
Yeah.
Because I was on the floor, bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. That was rough. But you pushed through it.
Yes.
All right. That was probably your hardest test.
Yes.
And that was worth it though, right? Because then you went to HHI. It was how many days? 3 days? 2 days?
3 days. Well, it was supposed to be 3 days, but because we didn't make it the last round, we went home Saturday.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the energy at that competition behind? Because behind the stage, I wasn't there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. But behind that stage, what was that energy? What were you guys feeling? Because the energy up front, from the videos that I watched, was very intense.
It was so crazy. It was like everyone, even like people that weren't part of each other's team, we would just be like showing up and making dance circles and just hyping each other up. And even when it started, it was like the host, that was like props to the host.
Yeah.
The host was great.
I forget his name, but he was great.
He was awesome. He hyped everyone up. He made the energy so high. It was a great feeling to be there. And on stage, I'll be honest, I felt like I blacked out. I just remember being on stage, and next thing I know, I'm running off. That's pretty much it.
I want to tell you, up front, from the audience, it was amazing. That was so much fun to watch, not just your team in Origins. It was everything. Every hip team that was up there was so exciting. The energy was intense. It was just, you could feel it. The parents and all the participants, we were having a great time. That was probably the most fun that I've had watching an event, because it was absolutely amazing.
I will say
I guess the energy there was amazing, but even watching it from home, because I watched it online on I think it was a paid. I think I paid for it, but anyways, I was watching it online, and it was still a lot of energy at that time, and then the cheering, and then the goosebumps, and so it was really amazing from home without the music and the atmosphere and the environment. So I'm sure while you guys were all there, it was even
more intense.
Tenfold.
Yeah, it was even more intense. There were people everywhere. There were dancers everywhere.
And even at the very end, when we got the award, sadly we didn't win.
Right.
But I didn't really think I was gonna be that emotional of it, just because it was my first big thing. But I did end up crying at the very end because we didn't end up winning. But it was such a great time to be there. It felt awesome just to be part of it. Thank you to Origins. It was a great opportunity for me.
Yeah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun.
I think out of all the ones, that
win or
was the
lose, it
most
was fun.
energy.
Yeah, that was great.
It was great. We had separate, we were mega crew. And then there was OC, which did go to the finals in Arizona.
That's right, they did.
But sadly, the mega crew did not make it. But part of the team did, which was great.
Nice, you had a good time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so after that, it was Body Rock.
Yes.
Now, Body Rock was held where? Was that at USC or USD?
USD.
It was
you made
US
it that time.
I made it to that one,
and
yeah.
you were great, and that was able to
I was
make
doing
it.
your makeup.
That was
Yes.
at the school. Yeah. you
Last
made
5
it.
seconds.
Now it was a one-day event.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about Body Rock.
That was a little bit different energy. That was still a ton of energy. I felt like it was more just chaotic with everything. It was like there was so many, because there wasn't like a main place to practice at. So it was just kind of, we were going everywhere trying to figure out, we had limited time to do things, limited time to practice, eat, finish our makeup and all that. And there was like, we were all on the floor and like practicing and finishing our makeup and crazy. By the time we get in there, it was really fun. Again, I didn't really feel like I saw anything on stage, but
So when you're on stage, can you see the audience members?
So-
What do you see?
on certain times I feel like I can see the front row, but most of the time I'm blacked out. Like I feel like I don't see anyone. I'm not seeing anything. I'm
Are you just in your own
my
head? You're
Yes.
in your head thinking of the routine,
Yes.
getting through it,
Yeah.
and
then by the time you're done,
like it
we're
doesn't
saying
matter
what
what's in
we're
front of
doing.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. And it's like I could see people, like you guys could have been right in front of me. I probably would not have seen you
Yeah.
guys. Like I could hear my coaches screaming because they were very loud with the energy. I love that. And you could hear them, but I could not see anyone or see anything. But I could see certain things on the stage, but most of the time it was very hard to see anything. I just think I blacked out.
And I wonder if that's a common event for people on stage competing or acting. You know,
Yeah, and
on
I think, I mean, for you guys, I think when you guys are there, you've been trained to hear your coaches over all the muses anyway, so that's gonna be something that your focus is on anyway, so you're not focused on anything else that's happening around you.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that was
sure.
that was fun. That was a good one, right?
Yes, that was definitely fun.
And you did not win that one?
I
Do you
don't
remember?
think
I don't
we
think you
won
did.
that one. We did not win that one. But it was still great. Our coaches gave us great speeches, a great motivation to keep going and keep working hard after that.
And your
But
confidence was getting a little higher at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because now you were several months into your
yeah, I don't
dance
know if that was.
training. I have no idea. But you're pretty far into
Yeah,
it.
because I did the Clippers and then a month later I did AG.
Yeah, and then you were into Body Rock.
Yes.
So now you moved into Maxed Out.
Yes.
Now that was also in Burbank, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
Now I didn't make that one.
No.
And so tell us about Maxed Out.
That one was, I would say, was definitely a little bit smaller with the venue and all that, but it was similar. Every time you go to any competition of these things or any performance or anything, it's always high energy and it always gets you excited. I feel like that day really went by fast. I feel like it was just a quick snap. We did end up winning that one.
You did win
did
that
win
one.
that
That
one.
was your first one.
Yes, that was my first one. It felt great. It was an amazing experience to be there, and we got this huge trophy and this like banner type thing. It was great.
Yeah.
The routine was good. Our outfits was great. It was just a great experience throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That was cool. Yeah, I was
Yes.
glad you finally got your first win.
Yeah.
You know, it was a long time coming because you put some work in.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was happy for that. After that, you had a break for a little while, and then you had a winter performance.
Yes, that was just to kind of show
Yeah.
a little bit of our performance.
That was held at the studio, and that was just all the parents and every student,
Yes.
right? And you guys just basically did every routine,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then at one point, didn't some of the people bring out their costumes from the parade?
Yes, they did a parade.
And you missed that one.
Yes, I did not do the parade, but they brought out, it was Toy Story themed, and so they kind of did their own little performance to that, and at the very end, and it was basically just kind of showing off our skills to the parents.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're welcome with the outfit choice.
Yes, we got to pick our own
that's
outfits
right.
for that.
That's right.
We
You
got
gotta
to pick
figure
our own
out. That's
You're
right.
welcome.
That's right. I forgot about that. So yeah, and that was just a little break during winter. Okay. So okay. After that, it was your last one,
Yes.
which was most recent. That was Sharp, right?
Yes.
Sharp at Knoxberry Farm. Now, tell us about that one. This was your last one. This is
Yes.
the last one. You have been doing this a year now. You have one more to go. You're moving into high school after this, so this is your last one for the Origins. So how'd it go?
It was probably one of the most chaotic ones. Just because it was at a theme park
Yes.
and it was extremely hot. And
Yeah,
I was
it
in
was.
pants. I was in sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
And you're all in black.
Yeah, we were
Right.
all in
All
black.
in black.
Yes, and then I did your makeup at 5 o'clock in the morning,
That's
5
right.
a.m., and your performance wasn't until 3
Five.
or 5.
Oh, I think it was 10.
It was-
It was in the afternoon. It was like
it was
10 hours.
5:40.
Like 10 hours later.
So,
Yeah.
so we had your makeup done, your hair done,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we had to make sure we preserved that.
Yeah.
So,
And so you go to an amusement park, it's 95 degrees, whatever, almost 100 degrees. It's chaos. And all I can think about as your dad, as a parent, is all the work Annette put into the makeup, do not ruin the makeup. Okay, we're at a theme park. We get there, you take some pictures, and they say, go have fun. And I'm like, are you kidding?
What fun.
I'm like, I don't want to ruin this. Like, we are going the most tame rides we can go on. We went on the train, the other train. We stood in line
Yes.
for that ride that's like a blueberry ride.
Oh, yeah.
And that broke down.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was all
we
it.
called it. I was like, you are not ruining this.
And I didn't really eat anything throughout that whole time because I didn't want anything.
Yeah, we wanted to
on
upset
my
your stomach. With no sugars.
Nope.
No, you're in a theme park. I had an ice cream. Your sister had an ice cream, and you had got to watch us get her ice cream.
I got water.
Yeah, she had water.
I got some water.
Yeah, we were doing everything we could to be as responsible as possible because we had to wait till 5 in the afternoon.
And sadly, I was the only one that had my makeup done, so everyone else
Yes.
got to have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
right.
I just did not want to worry about it later.
Yeah, and that helped because later on, while everyone was rushing to get finished, we were hanging out. We were just chilling in the
And
car.
it's finished.
You touched
my
up,
makeup,
Yeah.
touched up a little bit, I glitter.
and that was it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't have to have done your makeup at 5 in the morning if I was able to go with you, but because I couldn't come with you,
Yeah.
we had to have it ready for you to be presentable
Yeah.
and perform.
Even then, I feel like we still would have gotten it done, most of it done in the morning.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't think anything would have changed. I think we would still have been as responsible as possible
Yeah.
to keep you. I treated you like an athlete. I was like, this athlete needs to just calm down, resist the urge to get on all these theme rides,
Yeah.
resist the urge to have all this junk food, and
Bubble
just
wrapper.
bite the bullet.
Yes.
Bubble wrapper, exactly, and just suck it up and just it's okay. Now, if we were at Disneyland, I gotta tell you, I'm sorry, but we'd be going on some rides.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. But Knoxberry Farm, it's okay. We'll have our theme park reviews later.
Yeah.
We'll do
Stay tuned for that.
our rankings later. All right, that's another episode. In the meantime,
That's for another time.
that's another time. In the meantime, yes, we were doing our best, and it worked out.
Yes.
What happened on that event?
On that event, after we got all met up, we were a little later behind schedule, but after that, we went up and we kind of watched some of the performances, some of them perform, and then after we went backstage and we just waited until it was our time. And I would say that was the first performance I had a little bit of malfunction from stage.
Oh, that's right. There was a little bit.
I
A
was
little drama.
a little upset because I went on. I started off stage from the performance, so I was on the other side. And these teams, so in the wings, we all wait for our turn to go on if you're like between a couple people. So this team of boys was just standing in the wing where I needed to sit. And it took me like a minute and a half trying to get between them. And then I finally did, and I realized that I would not be able to get on, or I would be late if I tried to get on at that area. So I tried to go around, and by the time I got through them and got around, I missed my part that I was meant to go on because they would not get out of the wing. So I did end up having to miss one section of the dance.
But no one really, fortunately, noticed. It worked out.
No one noticed, and I didn't get in trouble because it wasn't my fault for that. And so
Yeah.
it Probably, I didn't think it worked out for the best, but I don't think it changed.
But
anything.
what was the end result of the dance though?
We did end up getting first in multiple categories. We got
That's
state
awesome.
champ.
You were state champs.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So
awesome.
it worked out.
Yeah.
You know, there was some minor glitch, but it worked out. You state
Yeah.
champs. You went out as a champion.
Yes.
That was
As my
pretty.
final performance.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
we were so excited that we quickly ran over to Bigfoot Rapids.
We did twice.
Twice. You're like, are you done now? Okay, let's go and ride. Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Like, let's go. Yeah, but that was good. You did a
Yes.
good job. It was fun. That was a great way to go out. 2 wins, back-to-back wins,
Yes.
right?
You know, I have a question. Do you feel that after this experience for a whole year, your confident level is a lot higher? Do you feel like a different
You
person?
feel different, yeah.
Definitely. I just think that because of all the performing and getting on stage and getting exposure to a different side than like what I did with gymnastics, which was very tame, not much, here and there, parents get to watch in a smelly gym.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it was fun.
it was very different, and it felt, I would say it felt good to do that.
To be part of it.
Yes, with my friends and a lot of teammates.
Would you recommend Origins?
Yes, I think that they are a great team and they work hard. They know how to choreograph very well. They know how to encourage their students and work them to their limits.
Yeah.
I was
they push
definitely
you.
worked
Yeah, they push you.
for a year.
Yeah, be ready.
Yeah.
Any future
Right.
dancers that watch this, be ready.
It was
Yes,
It's no
and
joke.
no.
And it is
There's
a
no
very,
joke. Yeah.
there is a time commitment, definitely.
Yes.
There's a financial commitment,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, you got to remember there's gears that you guys have to get, your outfits for each performance, entry fees, parents' fees, parking fees, all kinds of fees on top of your tuition. So for anyone that's interested in dance, which I highly recommend because it was so fun to watch and so fun to watch her grow, that it would be an amazing experience for any child that would love to learn to dance. So given all that, you know, there's positive and there's negative to everything, but I think that positive outweighs that negative, you know, with the financials and the time commitment. If you can do it, I think it's great to do it for any child because it helps build that, you know, self-esteem. Build the self-esteem for them and then kind of give them that confidence to move about.
Yeah.
For anything else in the
Anything.
future.
Yeah, it really
You know,
does.
because
Yeah.
public speaking is like the number one, you know, number one fear of anyone.
Get up on a stage.
Or just
Yeah.
being in front
And-
of
Yeah.
Because
hundreds of
And you got
people.
thrown,
Or
your
be-
first experience is thrown into a
Yes,
sporting
the
event.
stadium was
With
right
hundred-
around
hundreds-
the entire
Yeah, not just
thing.
not just in front, but 360, just the whole thing.
360.
Everyone's watching you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
so that's like
Yeah.
the number one fear is to be, you know, either public speaking or in front of on stage with anybody. So I think
Yeah.
it's a great experience and a great way for someone to learn.
Yeah.
It was definitely,
Yeah.
it was weird just to be on stage for the first time with a bunch of teammates. It was crazy.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, that sounds great. So now we've gone through your dancing journey. We're going to hit you with 5 hot takes. This is the part of the interview where we're going to hit Sofia with 5 questions that she has no idea what I wrote down here. We'll see what it is. We're going to get her just off the top of her head answers. I want to see what she says. Are you ready?
No.
You ready? Okay, here we go. Okay. Question number 1. What's worse? A dancer who does way too much stink face. You've seen the stink face, right? During a performance, or a dancer who stares into your soul with a blank expression.
I would say a blank expression.
Really?
Because that's like our choreographers always say, if you're gonna do something, at least do something weird.
If you're gonna do something, be weird.
Like with our
can do that.
faces, they want us just to go crazy with our facials. Because if you're just staring, it gives no flavor to the dance you're doing.
Right. You
Right.
have to be exaggerated.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
have to
Everything,
exaggerate your
you have to
dances.
exaggerate even the facials.
Yeah.
With certain dances, you have to over-exaggerate them, but not make them look messy. Just, I would say definitely a blank face. Is
Okay,
worse.
blank face is worse. Okay, cool, got it. All right, you ready? Question number 2. If someone calls you cringe online, do you delete your account? Or is that just how you know you officially made it?
Well, I feel like whoever you are, whenever you're online, you're always gonna get the hate, and you're always gonna get people that are thinking you're cringe or or like say about your looks.
Right.
It's just, I would say it's just another way to know that, wow, I have haters. Now I'm gonna use that as motivation to keep going.
Or just ignore it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just,
Be like, okay.
yeah, because you'll be positive.
Yeah.
But there'll be haters. There always will be, no matter what.
No matter
People
what.
are brave
Yeah.
online.
No matter where you are, no
Yeah.
matter what platform you're on,
Yeah.
there's always gonna be whatever.
Someone's gonna love all that hair. Someone's gonna be like,
Like,
alright, okay. Alright, next question. You ready? What's more legit? Winning with your dance crew at a competition or going viral for a dance on Instagram by yourself?
probably with my team.
Think so?
I feel like with your team, it's like, it's a competition for all of you. And it's in front of, even though online it could be in front of thousands or hundreds of people, but I just feel like in person, when you do it with a team, it's like you either get a trophy or a little, even if it's just a plant foot or just a little paper that says you got first. It's still with a team that you know you accomplished that together.
Right. That's good. Alright, I like
Yep,
that.
teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, next question. Ready? What is worse? Hitting your teammate in the face during a performance or forgetting the entire ending of your routine?
Oh, forgetting your entire routine.
So you'd rather smack your fellow dancer,
Yes.
just drop kick them, know your routine, than forget the routine at all.
Yes.
Alright.
Could be
Because
apologize
I've
later.
definitely been, I've accidentally smacked a couple people.
Oh. Ooh, I didn't know this.
but not like smacked.
Yeah.
I've accidentally like bumped them,
Yeah, you
or
got
like,
close.
or like when we go backwards, I bumped into them.
Yeah.
But I would say forgetting like the end of your routine, that was my worst fear the entire year of doing dance. My worst fear was forgetting choreography.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you stressed about it.
I don't remember which one, but I have Forgotten a Move, but I try to play it off.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
But even, I would say forgetting your end, you're just sitting there like,
Yeah. Fake it till you make it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, make it.
I feel like you just have to like work on muscle memory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much, so I would
Practice
say that's
for.
worse.
That's worse. Okay, got it. Cool. Right, last one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
If you could bring back any popular dance, what would it be?
Popular dance.
Yes.
Um,
Is there any like Instagram dance that you like, or is it like Michael Jackson, like any type of artist that you're a fan of?
I would say the dance that I think is absolutely hilarious that was very popular online in like 2020, 2019 was the Renegade. I think that was
What's the
hilarious.
Renegade? Can you show me a little, just with your arms, of the Renegade?
It
What
was
is
it was the dance that created the woe.
Oh, you like that?
I think it was hilarious.
Oh, you think it was funny?
I think it was hilarious.
Okay,
Especially
alright.
when
Wait,
everyone
what
did.
about the dance that we would do together?
Which one was that?
Wobble?
Wobble.
Oh,
That was also a good one. I think
Wobble's
because it
good.
also made us just a memory with all six of us.
That's right, the
I thought you
wobble's
were talking
great.
about like online.
Well, I don't know.
If you're saying on six of us, then the wobble.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
if you're saying like online, the Renegade.
Yeah, the Renegade.
I think
Okay.
that's hilarious. I
All
think
right.
both of those.
I'm gonna have to look up the Renegade because I have no idea what you're talking about. And,
It was a
and
thing that
I'm gonna
Charlie
play
really
it right
did.
now. It's gonna be right here. There it is. It's gone. Magic. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we are good. So, would you, give some advice? Is there any advice you want to give to anybody out there on the internet about dancing?
I would say that if you're starting dance, just remember that it's gonna take trial and error, and it's gonna take you a while to get used to the hard work it takes being in stage, especially if you're doing competition dancing, even just performing. It's gonna take a lot of hard work, and knowing that it will bring up your confidence eventually, and you will get better throughout your entire career, however long you're doing it.
Awesome. Love it.
Yes.
Could have said it better myself. We are done. That is it. Thank you, everybody, for sticking in there, watching this whole video. This is Sophia, my hip-hop expert. I hope you enjoyed that little journey through her experience of doing hip-hop dance for the first time. For Annette and Nick, thank you for checking in. Like and subscribe. And don't forget to stay
Stay geeky.
geeky.